welcome to Logical Talks. So today we shall be discussing about the English language and its importance in our day-to-day life, in our society, in our education and so on. So as the title I have mentioned, or in the thumbnail you have seen that I have put up two questions. Is English just a language or it is a status determiner? And let me tell you the reason behind why I say it like that. Because in many situations I myself faced that whenever you are speaking in your mother tongue with someone, the amount of respect or attention you grab, it increases when you switch to English. But if you put the Assamese language and the English language in the linguistic criteria, if you try to weight both language in the scale of linguistics, then Assamese language is heavier than English. Hindi language is heavier than English. English is just a language which have just the needed things, not more than that. And they are borrowing everything from different languages. And this is how they are operating across the globe. Now my question is, why we have created a mindset that if a person knows English, he is a literate person. Let me remind you, in England or in Britain, a sweeper, which we consider to be a fourth grade worker, a sweeper also knows English fluently, because in Britain English is their mother tongue. The way we speak Assamese in Assam, we speak Hindi in India, the same way English is spoken in Britain, and a sweeper also knows English very fluently. So why are we considering a foreign language as a status determiner? Why are we disregarding our languages? Why are we discriminating our languages? Our languages, the languages from Indo-Aryan group like Hindi, in fact from the Dravidian group like Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Hindi from the Indo-Aryan group, Assamese, Bengali, these languages are more weightful than English. English does not have that much of variation, variety, viability in it. It only borrows. Most of the time English borrows most of the things. Even the script of English is not its own. English has borrowed its script from Roman, from the Roman language. But for our languages, the Dravidian languages I mentioned, the Indo-Aryan languages I mentioned, we have our discrete and unique script. We have our own script. We have our own literature. We have everything of our own. We have variation in our language. Variation in the sense, if we talk about the kinship terms in Assamese and English, the sister of your father is aunt or auntie. The sister of your mother is also your aunt or auntie. Wife of your uncle is your auntie, like paternal uncle. Wife of your maternal uncle is also auntie. But if you see that in Assamese, sister of your father, Pehi, sister of your mother, Mahi, wife of your paternal uncle, Khuri, wife of your maternal uncle, Mummy. We have variations. We have discreteness in our language. And if I have to state something regarding English and Assamese language, Assamese is more viable. Assamese is more intelligent than English. It is just because of colonization, English was able to establish itself across the globe. And after colonization, do you know what is helping them? Our mentality, our mindset. And what is that mentality is? The Britishers are intelligent, smarter than us. We always look down upon ourselves. We always give us an inferior place. We always put the European countries or the Britishers at a higher place. We always consider them to be more intelligent, more smarter than us. And because of this mentality, we always give importance to English language. We always think that whatever thing is happening in English is good. And if the same thing is happening in Assamese or in any of the Indian languages, it is not that good. In fact, today, in this video, I am speaking in English. But the reason is not I am looking down upon Assamese. The reason why I am speaking it in the video in English is, like, sorry to say, I feel very sorry to say, English is the only language which is understandable to all nowadays. A Tamilian, a Telugu speaker, a Malayalam speaker might not understand Hindi, and I can only speak in 3 languages, that is Assamese, Hindi and English. If I will speak in Assamese, this video will not be understandable for people outside Assam. If I speak in Hindi, the video might not be understandable to people from South India. But if I speak in English, the video will be understandable to all. That is the only reason why I am speaking in English. And why English is able to establish itself as a global language is our mentality. If we try to change our mentality, everything will change. If we start giving importance to our local languages, to our mother tongue, if we stop creating that negative mindset, that negative attitude regarding our mother tongue, in the future, like English, our languages can also establish itself as a global language. English does not have any unique properties like being able to establish itself as a global language. English does not have anything extra. Even it has less amount of grammatical things, linguistic things in it, lesser than Assamese, lesser than Hindi, lesser than Bengali, lesser than Telugu, lesser than Tamil, lesser than Malayalam. It is just our mindset, it is just our mentality which is allowing English, a foreign language, to rule us. There is a proverb in Hindi, अंग्रेज चले गए, अंग्रेजी छोड़ गए, and it is very much applicable nowadays. Maybe we got independence from the Britishers, but our mindset is still being ruled by the European countries. Our mindset is still being ruled by the Western culture. Our mindset is still being ruled by the Western languages. We always consider those languages and things as important, as necessary. But do you think English is necessary? English is important? Definitely no. English is not important. We can express ourselves, we can do everything without English. Yeah, if someone is planning to go abroad, he or she needs to learn English, and that is the only need of English if someone is willing to go abroad. But in India, we have lot many of languages. Even Hindi can be considered as a popular language in India, which is understandable to most Indian people. So if a regional language cannot do that, we can take Hindi as the base, but English, the way it is set or the way it is used nowadays, the way people consider English to be prior or to be intelligent, to be smarter, like if a person knows English, he is educated, he is intelligent. It's time to change that mindset. A language cannot determine your education. A language cannot determine your literacy. It is how much creative you are, it is how much intelligent you are. A mere language cannot decide that. And if someone does not know a foreign language, it doesn't mean that he is not educated. He could be a very well educated person, but he have never found it necessary to learn English. English is never necessary for him because he is able to express himself or herself with the help of his or her mother tongue. So the conclusion of today's logical talk is that no, English is not important for us. It is just important for those who are willing to go abroad. And it is time the people who think like that English is very much necessary, that English language is intelligent, smarter, and so on, you people need to change your mindset. Because what you are actually doing by saying English as a smarter language, as an intelligent language, is like you are saying your parents are uneducated and a foreign parent is educated. You are looking down upon your identity. Always remember, you will not be considered as an Englishman. You will be always considered by your mother tongue. Your mother tongue is your identity. So never look down upon your identity. Never take a negative attitude towards your identity. Okay, we need to learn English. Somewhere, somehow English is needed nowadays. But that doesn't mean that English is superior to our mother tongue. It is not. It is of the equal status, even inferior. English is inferior. Just because of colonization, the mindset is set that English is important, English is smarter. That is a strategy by the Britishers. And we are following that. We are getting convinced to that. So it's time to change. Think about it, think logically, and decide whether English is important for us or not. We shall be meeting in our next logical talk. Till then, stay tuned. Please share this video if you find it useful. Thank you.